Hello and welcome to Shop Talk with Dan the Man. Today's video, you're in for a treat. We have this bad boy. This is the 18 volt cordless shop vac from Ridgid. Stay tuned to find out more. Hello, if you're new to this channel, my name is Dan Shannon. I enjoy woodworking as a hobby and being out in the shop. On this channel, dive deep into my shop as we explore tools and tool reviews, as well as chatting about everything related to woodworking. If this grabs you by the tool belt, please subscribe to my channel if you want more videos like this. In today's video, we're going to review this. This is the Ridgid cordless shop vac. Model number, let me get it here, WD03180. This is the shop vac from Ridgid. It's designed strictly for cordless use. So whether that's vacuuming your vehicle, your shop, construction site, really, it has numerous options for use. So let's go over a few features that this shop vac has, and let's get started. So the first thing you're going to notice is your front port is for your hose. So this is where the suction comes from for your vacuum. On the back, of course, you have your blower port. So you can clip that on to blow anything, whether it's dust. Just a traditional shop vac, suction, blower port, kind of your standard setup for that. So let's go a little deeper. We'll look at the hose. So on this particular hose, you got your end to clip on, and then you have where this red electrical tape is. There's actually a twist dial that's a port, so it allows for more airflow. I taped it off because I didn't like accidentally, while I'm vacuuming, twisting it and allowing more air in. So the goal of that is to decrease the suction power of your shop vac. Now, I'm not really sure what that would be intended for. Maybe if you're vacuuming something, you want a delicate suction versus an overwhelming. You might twist that, but I don't want that feature, so I just put some electrical tape over it so it's straight full power from the motor. You'll notice here there's one attachment they just twist off. There's this attachment, primary use for getting down in between stuff. I use it pretty much full time. And then of course just your end of your hose. There's also a brush attachment here. So this would be for like a vehicle. It's got a fine brush on it, so if you wanted to go on, like say the dash or hard surface area, it doesn't really scratch. It's good for cleaning up maybe sawdust, you know, that type of thing. So there's another attachment. So if we look at the top of the vacuum, you have your on and off switch. It's kind of right underneath the handle. You know, it just toggles back and forth, on and off. That's it for the switch. And if we go to the back side, you'll notice there's two tabs here, and that's to open that up for your battery port. So if you notice on the back, there is your traditional Ridgid slide clip. Here's your battery. This one is the 4 amp hour. You can use any size you want, but keep in mind this is a shop vac. It draws a lot of power, so you're going to want to use a bigger battery if you have it. Just for long life, I find to vacuum my truck out, it usually takes a full 4 amp hour battery. That's going at a pretty good pace. Of course, you can swap it out and charge it, but basically all you do is you just line it up with your port, and then it just clips in, and that's it. So when you're done, you just press your 2 tabs, pull it out, and you're all back to normal. So that's pretty much a look at the back. There's not really anything else there other than your battery. So you just close that back up. And if we go to the sides, there's nothing on the bottom, just your feet for your bottom. And if you release the 2 sides, see if I can get the best angle for this. So these are tabs on either side. And in order to get your bottom, which is where all your dirt's collected, there's a little notch on the top. You just pull those away from the vacuum, and they kind of pivot, and then you just pull up on the entire thing to get your bottom out. So sometimes they'll grab, you just kind of have to take your time. They'll grab on the lip, and the whole thing lifts out. So as you can see, this is a pretty good size container for your dirt. It's got a nice little cutout here around its edge, so you know when you go to put the vacuum head back on, you line up your filter, which I'll show you in a second. So here's the underside of the vacuum. You'll see here the top is exposed. Not really a whole lot there, but then you have your filter on the backhand side. So filter's great, keeps the dust down. In order to clean it, it's very easy. It's just flits over top of this plastic piece on the end. So to remove it, you just pull it up like so, and that's it. That's as simple as it gets. So you can just take this outside, give it a few whacks, take all the dust and dirt out, and you can give that a little clean. As you can tell, I use this quite a bit, so she's quite dirty. And once that's all cleaned out, you can just slide it back over top. Just give it a push until you hear that clip. It means it's nice and seated over top of the connector on the bottom. And then to reinstall, like I said, you notice the filter is round, and on your base it has the cutout that's round. So that's the easiest way to remember how to put this on, is to line those 2 up. Make sure your tabs are off to the side, just like that, kind of like little wings, and then slide it down over, just like that. Then line your clips up by angling them out. There's a little lip underneath to grab. Bring it in and it just snaps, just like that. Do the other side. She's back to being normal. So I'll give a little example of this vacuum in use. The power, it is very impressive. I'm very, very impressed with the suction on this vacuum. It is not quite a full size for power, but it's pretty close, I think, in my books. It'll do like vehicles around the shop. I've used it a lot. So yeah, I'll just put the battery pack in and just see some examples coming right up. All right, we got the battery in, got the vacuum ready, we got a bunch of dirt here. Let's see if this can do its job. So you're gonna notice I just have the generic end on right now, no attachments. I also have this adapter ring taped off so it doesn't change the power of the vacuum for suction. I want to have full tilt. I did that to mine, you don't have to do that to yours. So without further ado, let's see what it can do. So I'm gonna fire it up. It's pretty loud. It's a good shop vac, so it's quite loud. So just mind the sound. So as you can see right there, it did a great job vacuuming up that section. So let's put on one of the attachments and see what that can do. So here we just have your standard attachment for a car or getting more. This, of course, you can see the difference between the ends. So let's give that a go, see what that's like. Perfect. All right, we got one attachment left. Oh, I guess one of my kids' cars got put in there. Okay, so we got one more attachment left. This is the brush attachment. So we'll just clip that on and see what that does. Like I said, it's more for fine dirt, whether it's a vehicle or a countertop. So let's give it a go. Perfect. So that's a hands-on review of the shop vac for use. Thanks for watching today's video. If you like what you see in here, I got a lot more videos coming down the line. So please like, subscribe, and don't forget to put some comments below what you liked about this video, what you thought was great about the shop vac, and yeah, just great conversation in the shop, different tools. Like I said before, I use Ridgid for tools, so I enjoy their products, but it doesn't really matter what you have for tools, what you're working with. The goal is to get out in your shop, enjoy your shop. So stay tuned for more videos to follow.